What I've seen a lot of artists do is to make a drama-like videos sharing their experiences in life and how everything led up to this point in their career. Since I am a huge enthusiast of art, I thought I would give it a shot. I really hope you guys can enjoy this. I am mainly going to talk about 4 different parts of my life. Growing up in Korea and moving to America, moving into my uncle's place and being alone for the most part, my college days in Rutgers, and how I found my passion to be a math teacher. I was born on March 4th, 1993, in Seoul, South Korea, to a loving family of 5. My dad was, and still is, a pastor. My mom's a nurse. I have 2 older sisters who are way older than I am. They are 11 and 8 years apart. During my childhood days, I can recall playing soccer outside with my friends a lot, and also playing lots of computer games. Of course, I did my fair share of schooling, like going to Hagwon after school and all. I also recall watching lots and lots of cartoons and making the characters out of polymer clay. I was pretty much a carefree child like the rest of us, loving to play, loving to just have some fun. For the most part, I've had a very happy childhood. In the year 2003, my dad decided to accept a pastor job in Virginia. I was happy to move to a different place, but I was sad about one thing: leaving my friends, and especially our dog, Tarongi, behind. Because we couldn't take our pet with us to America, my sisters and I were devastated. I still remember when we left for the airport and got into our car, our dog followed us like crazy for like 10 seconds, and we couldn't see him any longer. To this day, if I see any dogs, I always adore them, and I'm always reminded of our pet, Tarongi. Life in America was pretty great. School was fun and classes were great, except for the fact that the church that my father had been working for just wasn't working out. People had different ideologies, and fights began to break out. As a kid, I always thought church was a safe place, but I realized how fragile the church infrastructure really was. My dad wanted to do his ministry back in Korea, so we had to say goodbye. I ended up moving to my uncle's place because I still wanted to go to school in the States. Living apart from my parents were tough, and I cried a lot during the first several months I was there. The town that my uncle lived in were all African American folks. If I were to give a grade for its diversity, I would give it F-. I still remember my first day at the new high school. I walked up to the bus stop and I see this line of African American kids waiting. I stood along with them and definitely felt that stare, like, what is this Asian kid doing here? The school I went to along with them were just Caucasians or African Americans, like 0.5% Asian, which would be me. Again, F for its diversity. Freshman year sucked because of all the changes I went through, and I really couldn't fit in well with the new kids. As the years went on, I got more comfortable with the environment and I started making new friends. It was this time when I really got into anime and StarCraft. I used to watch all the episodes of One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, binge watch them, and then watch the favorite part over and over again. By the time I was a senior in high school, everything was so fun. I ended up being the prom king. I still don't understand how I got it though. I did dance like crazy, but prom king? Well, it was one of my favorite memories at the high school. After I graduated high school, people bombarded me with the same question: what are you going to major in? Like many teenagers at the time, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was pretty good at math, so my uncle suggested Rutgers Engineering School. Why not, I thought. My freshman year was the best year. I lived in all-guys engineering dorm and we would study, eat, play games, play poker, and talk about girls, etc., etc. It was so much fun. I made lots of new close friends there. Shout out to Mattia class of 2015. During the next couple of years, I would begin to falter and become dubious of my standing as an engineer. It just didn't make sense to me that I am going to be doing this for the rest of my life. And also, there is that game, League of Legends. League of Legends was the reason why I never left my dorm hours and hours at a time. I lost count of how many hours I spent on that game. Addiction to gaming and losing sense of what I was going to do were my rest of the college days. If anyone comes and asks me how you found your current profession as a teacher, I always tell them to ask themselves this: can you picture yourself doing that for the rest of your life? If your answer is no to that question, you might want to start rethinking about things. That's exactly what I did. I just couldn't picture myself being an engineer for the next 30 years of my life. So, on a whim, I decided to start working as a part-time tutor at Kumon. It was fun interacting with the kids, grading homework, etc. After 10 months, I went to C2 Education to work for 2 years and a half. There I discovered some life-changing moments. I knew for sure then that I wanted to become a teacher. And today I'm a full-time employed high school teacher. Life's all about getting through the ups and downs, and I have had my share of both. Regardless where God plans to lead me, I will be ready to take on the challenge. Take care, and I hope to get to see you guys soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. This video was my first project using Procreate and iMovie software. As you probably can see, the artwork and editing is very mediocre and amateurly, which is why I need your help. Go on, like it, double tap it, and comment on what I could do to improve. Tell me what things I did well and what I didn't do so well. I always appreciate constructive criticism. Okay, for real this time. Bye-bye.